After seeing a movie with the boys, a special treat, we headed to PCC for a little grocery shopping. PCC is a co-op market dedicated to organic and natural foods in the greater Seattle area. This shopping trip had us at one of their locations we don't usually go to. I was pleasantly surprised by how much room the bulk section had for you to be able to bend down and move around. That's important when the bulk of your shopping is going to be in that department, and especially when you have kids in tow. I've done a number of haul videos in the past where I share prices on food I've purchased, especially the bags and jars trips. This one is going to be fun since I'm coming off of a few months of Amazon Fresh orders. I did cancel my membership at the beginning of January. This vlog footage is a little old. Let's go over what we bought, and then I'll go over what the cost of the trip was and compare it to if I were to have ordered similar products off of Amazon Fresh. As you saw right off the bat, this is not a zero waste trip. I call it a bags and jars trip.
Cereal we need for the morning.
I bought these almond flour tortillas that use minimal ingredients, and I've been eyeing them for months, but they're crazy expensive. I have all of the ingredients to make them and have tried a few recipes that claim to be for tortillas, but have never been successful. These were amazing, and I must figure out how they do it. Bananas with one flipping sticker. I love it. You know I can't stand how many stickers are on bananas. PCC gets it. Red peppers, which I haven't been buying, but they sounded so good and they look good too. I wanted to buy this parsnip to add something different to my salads. It's not my favorite when it's raw. I bought a few of these little kumquats for the boys to eat. I love having them try new fruits. Cabbage, inexpensive for the nutritional quality in it, plus it keeps well in the fridge without plastic. By the way, the bags I'm using are her Chico bags that I purchased a couple years ago and have held up so well, whereas all of the bags I've sewn have all fallen apart. I bought these chips last minute before checking out. I didn't have enough jars and bags, so I used PCC's paper bags. I bring my own Sharpie to write directly on jars so I can quickly write the bin number instead of having to wait in line for the pen. I wanted to get some sort of seed to add to salads. I chose sunflower seeds because they sounded good at the time. I bought way more than we needed though. That is why jars are your best friend when shopping bulk. I also got this for the boys in my ongoing attempt to trick them into loving vegan cheese. Olives. I love this brand. They have simple ingredients inside the can. Plus, they're the only company I've found that has these green olives that aren't too expensive. I like to keep a little candy on hand for bribery, and I love with bulk that we can control how much we buy of it. Plus, giving the kids the assignment that they get to pick out one thing gives me about 5 minutes of time to hurry and fill as many jars as I can while they're distracted. This is another thing I've only found at PCC, bulk bath salts. I've reused the provided bag in the past and it's worked out fine. Gah! I wanted to buy chia seeds for pudding and again bought more than I had wanted. The pull down dispenser with seeds really gets you.
This is chocolate chips. Oh, I almost opened it. Sorry.
These chocolate chips didn't have any milk products in them, so I made sure to get a little for cookies. Peanut butter. As you saw at the beginning, my kids love flipping the switch and watching the jar fill up. Forbidden rice. It was a little more than the other rices, but such a fun flavor to use for dinner. Quinoa. Almonds for almond milk. They are steamed. Have you checked to see, if you make almond milk at home, that your almonds are steam pasteurized? Dill. I use so much of this, and it's so expensive to buy a small bottle of it in your local store. Honey in bulk. It comes out warm, and I just love it. I love spooning it out of the jar instead of squeezing it. Just love it. Just to give you an idea of the kind of meals I make our family with this haul and others I'll put out, we eat a plant-based diet, we use honey, and our kids will eat cheese and chocolate here and there. Plus, Kelly is still a self-proclaimed carnivore. Here's a look at our pantry after being wasteful with Amazon Fresh and just having gone shopping at PCC. As you can see, there are a lot of small bags of items that could go plastic-free if I had just used the bulk section at a store that lets you bring in your own containers. A lot of spices and oils too that could be zero waste if I had planned a solid meal plan, a time to go shopping for my items, and had my bags and jars ready ahead of time. Here's our fridge in the same order. Again, a lot of items that could be purchased in the bulk section or made with items from it. This is me getting creative with keeping fridge items fresh. It's not the prettiest, but it works. And finally, here's one of the reasons why I stopped Amazon Fresh. So much plastic. Overall, it would have cost me $123.11 to have items delivered to me and shop in my jammies, plus a $5 tip, plus tax, plus a $15 a month fee, and it was missing a few items, but those are really more non-essential items anyway. It cost me $122.66 at PCC. I had to drive 40 minutes, but worked it into what we were doing. I had to plan by packing all of my gear, I had to wrangle 2 sugar monsters, and even stand in lines. What do you think about the cost and convenience difference?